I remember one night, I'm in a hurry. I don't recall where I was going, and I'm in the car. It was a cold, dark night. It was about this time of the year, and this is a side of turkeys you never see. I'm driving, I say to myself, well, I'm gonna take a shortcut, and I'm gonna go down that road. I'll cut off a half hour, so I'm driving like mad. I've really gotta get to this place. Yes, it involved a girl, in case you're interested, hurrying over to her place. It's dark and it's cold, and I'm in my Ford, and I really gotta see this girl. When all of a sudden, I see a light in the middle of the road. So I start slowing up, I figure there's a car stop there, and it's a narrow road. It's about a lane and a half, you know, these roads that you see in the country. And I see this light, and it's cold, it's slightly raining, it's a miserable, crummy night, and I see a light. So I slow up, and I see ahead of me a great dark mass on the road, just sort of stretching endlessly. And in the middle of this great dark mass is a man, and he's carrying a lantern. He's got one of these Coleman lanterns, you know, these Coleman lights, real bright things. And I can see the light is casting a round shadow all around. You can see almost a circle around him of light, maybe 10, 15 feet around him. And this was insane, wild looking, almost like out of a monster movie. There all around him is this writhing, moiling crowd of turkeys. He is walking along the road, herding them, and he's taking them somewhere. And you could see this light from the Coleman lamp on these turkey heads. And with the light in the eyes of these turkeys, you could see them glowing. Well, ahead of me, you know, here's this mob of 4,000 angry birds walking around, and they loiter. There's nothing like a turkey for loitering, you know. They just don't seem to have any purpose in life. There I'm sitting, and in the rear view mirror I see this other crowd of turkeys coming up, and the guy's yelling, he says, don't back up, watch out, what do you think you're doing? Well, I sat there, and these turkeys that were coming up behind, it must have been like the Red Sea parting. These turkeys coming up behind sorta just went all around the car. I started to edge forward, you see, following the other turkeys ahead of me, you know. I'm not gonna stay here all night. And before I knew what happened, I am in the middle of a gigantic turkey flock. They're behind me, they're on the left, they're on the right, they're ahead of me. And we're moving down this road at 6 or 7 feet an hour. They were all around me. And one turkey got caught under my car, and we had to get out and pull him out. They're going under the car, you know, they're pretty dumb, you see. Yeah, he thought it was the sky. He's caught under my differential. I can hear him under my floorboard. And so these turkeys are all around. I'm driving forward, and it's like some surrealistic nightmare. And the farmer ahead, he's waving the lantern. The guy behind me, he's got his lantern, and the entire entourage moved over the landscape like a scene out of Turkey-nado. Well, the turkeys are gobbling, and I'm sitting in the car smoking. It must have been like an hour and a half. We finally get to the end of this road. Well, I'm gonna wait, see which way are the turkeys going. I'm gonna see which way these guys are gonna turn with the turkeys. Then I'm gonna go the other way. Well, the guy in the front turns right, the guy in the back turns left. There I am stuck, 2 flocks of turkeys. One crowd is going east, the other crowd is going west. I got my choice. It's been like an hour and a half behind these fucking turkeys. I came right up behind them. And all these turkeys, they're walking along, the funny look on their face, their beaks are going, and their eyeballs are spinning. I drove right up behind them and laid on the horn. Well, I'll tell you, these turkeys blew their cork. The air is full of turkeys. They flop their wings and they're landing on the top of the Ford. They're on my hood and they're all over. I see this guy running around. He's got his lantern and he's hollering and running around. It's like a gigantic rain of turkeys. They're landing on the car. Well, I sat there, I really blew it. And these turkeys were so fucked they wouldn't move. They're sitting on the fenders, they're sitting on the running board. There's one in the back seat crying, you know. And they're all up in the air. I sat there, holy shit, these turkeys, what am I gonna do? And the guy looks in and he says, well, alright, wise guy, now look what you've done, did. We're gonna sit here all night till them damn turkeys decide they're gonna start moving again. And you know what happens? We sit there and the turkeys wouldn't move. She didn't believe me. Happy Thanksgiving to them damn birds.